We have 50 questions total, split into 2 halves. After the first half, we'll mark that. You'll be able to see where you land on the leaderboard. Let's get it started with the first round. So we're starting with general trivia, 5 questions, 5 points. Starting pretty easy here, not trying to trip you up. And of course, there's going to be...
Not trying to trip you up.
There's obviously going to be a theme.
That's a lie.
To these questions. We're going to go. Here we go. Question 1 is fictional characters.
Good people.
This nursery rhyme features a protagonist that doesn't seem bothered by losing her livestock. She leaves them alone and they come home, wagging their tails behind them. This nursery rhyme features a protagonist that doesn't seem bothered by losing her livestock. She leaves them alone and they come home, wagging their tails behind them.
Interesting. You get a minute and a half per question. So remember, of course, this is Blue Jays trivia, quote unquote. Well, Blue Jays themed, so wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
There might be some, the answer might have something to do with Blue Jays.
We'll see if anybody...
Or maybe not. I don't know. This is like one of the easy questions.
This is the easiest one. It's the very front. We move on.
All right. Number 2 of general trivia. Talking about food. Who doesn't like food?
I love food.
This fad diet, which saw a wave of popularity in the 90s, has been marketed with the questionable claim, can't say that carbohydrate restriction is crucial to weight loss. This fad diet, which saw a wave of popularity in the 1990s, has been marketed with the questionable claim that carbohydrate restriction is crucial to weight loss.
Amazing.
All right, we're moving on. The category here is history. This ruthless 15th century Romanian ruler was the real-life inspiration behind Bram Stoker's legendary vampire character in an 1897 novel. This ruthless 15th century Romanian ruler was the real-life inspiration behind Bram Stoker's legendary vampire character in an 1897 novel.
You mean to tell me vampire only like 1897? I would have said way older than that.
Well, they could have been talked about for much longer than that, but that was when the novel came out.
Right, that's true. What are you pushing me?
Sorry.
Anyway.
Trying to be the star of the show here.
Evidently. Well, you are.
Okay.
That's no question.
All right.
124 years ago was a long time ago. It is.
Okay, we're moving on.
Considering it's 1997 right now, it's only 100 years ago.
Question number 4. Pets.
Maddox.
Yeah. The answer is not Maddox. The American Kennel Club describes this floppy-eared English dog breed as energetic, clever, and obedient. Its name comes from the way it leaps at birds to flush them out for hunters. The American Kennel Club describes this floppy-eared English dog breed as energetic, clever, and obedient. Its name comes from the way it leaps at birds to flush them out for hunters.
Kennel Club. I think this is a tough one. I think this is sneakily a tough one. And then
might be.
We're going to give them the answer and they're going to be like, oh, Melissa, you are the best trivia question writer on the planet. I think that's what's about to happen.
Yeah.
You may be, no, I'm not even going to.
I don't know.
The next one's maybe even harder. This is as easy as it gets this round. I'll say that. This is a tough trivia.
There are some easy questions.
Anyway, moving on.
Okay. Question number 5 is the last question of the first round. We're dealing with geography here. This town in southwestern France is the site of a major Catholic pilgrimage thanks to a spring there that is said to produce water with miraculous properties. This town in southwestern France is the site of a major Catholic pilgrimage thanks to a spring there that is said to produce water with miraculous properties.
It's only question 5, but is it too early for me to say that I feel like there might be a panic setting in with some of the answerers? I think I'm desensitized because you've run all these by me and I know what to expect. So I know it'd be hard for me to know how difficult this truly is.
If you got question 1 and 2 and 3, you probably can surmise what...
I don't think anybody is surmising this. This is an unsurmisable question.
We'll see. I have faith in you guys.
She's devious.
There's some smart people out there that got this for sure.
There are people that
There's got to be some devout Catholics in here.
saw the Twitter questions and were like, "Oh, this sounds like a fun lark. This will be a little walk through the park for me." Hey, Pearson, were you? No, absolutely not. None of that. None of that.
Okay.
Moving on to the second round.
Moving on, second round.
Holy cow.
This is a fun one.
This is not like that first round, which is not fun.
Okay, so this round is famous Jays. 10 questions, 10 points. We're going to describe a famous Jay, someone whose name is Jay, or a variant of Jay, not necessarily,
Yeah,
not a blue
it would
jay.
be too
It's
kind
not a
of you
blue
to
jay.
let it be a bunch of people who it actually was Jay.
Okay, but there's some athletes in here. There's actors and whatnot. So yeah, we're looking for a person named Jay, or with Jay in their name. This Ottawa-born actor and well-known Habs fan said he snuck his Canadian accent into his role as Viking teen Hiccup in the How to Train Your Dragon movies. This Ottawa-born actor and well-known Habs fan said he snuck his Canadian accent into his role as Viking teen Hiccup in the How to Train Your Dragon movies. So looking for a Jay.
We just watched this famous Jay.
a
Does
movie.
spelling matter? Spelling doesn't matter if you don't if you spell it so wrong that you completely change the answer, then it matters. But if you're phonetically in the ballpark,
All right, we're ready to move on. Question number 7, famous Jays.
J0HSC.
This former NFL quarterback who recently split with his reality TV star wife threw a league worst 26 interceptions in 2009 and was sacked a league high 52 times the following season. Just really bad quarterback stuff here.
Yeah.
This former
He
NFL
sucks.
quarterback.
This guy sucks.
We hate this quarterback.
Well, I loved this quarterback because he played for the rival of my favorite team, and if they were ever going to play in an 8:20 p.m. game, I knew that this quarterback was going to throw at least 3 interceptions.
Yeah,
I was like,
he's
oh,
probably
thank
going to
God,
get sacked a bunch of times too.
my guy. This was my guy because I knew how bad he was at all times.
All right, moving on. Next, famous Jay. This celebrity makeup artist served as a creative director for 9 seasons on America's Next Top Model and was the host for Canada's version of the show.
You let people have 6 and 7. We were like, oh, famous Jay, this is easy, and then you were
This
like,
celebrity makeup artist served as the creative director for 9 seasons on America's Next Top Model and was the host for Canada's version of the show. All right, question 9, famous Jays. This 4-time Olympic hockey champion scored the golden goal in Salt Lake City in 2002 and was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2018. This 4-time Olympic hockey champion scored the golden goal in Salt Lake City in 2002
I gotta tell you,
and was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2018.
I gotta tell you, honey,
People might get tripped up over this.
when you pitched me this question, I think I was like, that's good, that's smart. And now that you're reading it on the show, I'm like, this separates the sports fans from the hardcore, really know-it-all, huge galaxy brain.
I will say this is
Sports
not
lover.
the only Olympic question that I snuck in here.
You have to be ready. You have to be ready for a question like this. I think people are going to see this, and they might talk themselves into somebody that.
I think so too. Somebody who it's not.
Are you worried that there is somebody that they couldn't have?
No,
the
not the years.
The second thing.
Think about those years.
The second thing, right?
Yeah.
Boy, I got to tell you this next one too.
This American entertainer built successful careers in acting, singing, and modeling, but didn't live to see the age 35. A tragic car crash ended it all in 1967.
As somebody who is currently living to see age 35,
This American entertainer
she had a
built
career in modeling,
successful
singing, and acting.
careers in acting, singing, and modeling, but didn't live to see age 35.
Famous Jays. You know what I mean?
Right, but also maybe a version of that.
Boy, maybe you overcooked this one. You overcooked this with how different that gets.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know if this is a hint or not.
It is a
but
hint. It's a good hint.
Who was in the back seat?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a good
Someone famous was in the backseat of this car.
Tell them who it was.
It was a 3-year-old Mariska Hargitay.
Because that's not really a great hint. That's why I love that as a hint. Because, like, the people that probably already know, and there's like, oh, Mariska Hargitay. Well, allow me to waltz into knowing who this is then.
Well, maybe if you know, like, why would a 3-year-old Mariska Hargitay be in the backseat of a car? Question 11. This controversial and power-hungry figure served as the director of the FBI from 1935 until his death in 1972. Leonardo DiCaprio portrayed him in a 2011 film. This controversial and power-hungry figure served as the director of the FBI from 1935 until 1972. Leonardo DiCaprio portrayed him in a 2011 film.
He did?
So this might be tough, but like maybe you know the film, and maybe you're a big Leo fan and you know exactly who this is.
The funny thing is there's a bunch of like other easier ones you could have done. For all the J's, there's so many easier ones that you...
Sure, but you know, what's the fun in making all of them easy?
Johnny Departed.
If everybody gets 100%, nobody gets 100%.
Wow, the person in question 10 is also the reason that semi-trucks need to have another barrier on the bottom so cars don't go underneath.
Wow. There you go. Okay, moving on. Question 12. Ladies love this 2-time Grammy Award winner who's released 13 studio albums since 1985. He was the first rapper to receive Kennedy Center Honors in 2017 for his lifetime contribution to American culture. Ladies love this 2-time Grammy Award winner who's released 13 studio albums since 1985. He was the first rapper to receive Kennedy Center Honors in 2017 for his lifetime contribution to American culture. Whew, we're almost through with this rapper who's released 13 studio albums since 1985. Kennedy Center Honors in 2017 for his lifetime contribution to American culture. All right, we're moving on to question 13. This writer didn't expect his only novel to receive so much public recognition and scrutiny when it was first published in 1951. He struggled with unwanted attention for years afterwards.
People coming in here thinking
this writer...
Baseball. No, sir.
I mean, there's bound to be a baseball question at some point.
You tell me.
This writer didn't expect his only novel to receive so much public recognition and scrutiny when it was first published in 1951. He struggled with unwanted attention for years afterwards.
People thinking, Walt's in here.
A famous writer who has written one extremely popular novel, and that's about it.
People came in here thinking it was going to be like, who was the 1993 World Series MVP? And they were like, it was
Sorry,
Paul
guys.
Molitor. No, sir. You're going to have to know some shit.
This
Melissa doesn't
writer,
consider this hard.
No.
That's the crazy part.
I almost moved this question up because I was like, this one's easy.
No chance is this an easy question.
Anyway, you've definitely read this book.
No.
Come on.
No.
This is he wrote one of the most famous novels on the planet.
Definitely read this book though. I think you're respectfully to everyone here, I think your impression of the Sportsfeld audience.
Okay. We're moving on. Don't worry about it. Question 14. This English singer-songwriter recently announced the upcoming release of a 5th pop album, which will
hopefully
give fans a lot of bang bang for the price tag. Notice
those
the
hints?
italics.
Are those hints?
They are 100% hints. This English singer-songwriter recently announced the upcoming release of a 5th pop album, which will hopefully give fans a lot of bang bang.
Those are hints.
For the price tag.
Those are hints.
Yeah. Remember there's going to be a J, like it's a famous J. I don't know what to tell you. We're
goodness gracious.
9 questions into this round. Maybe you forget what you're...
Absolutely.
It's good to remind the folks. We're just about ready to move on to the last question of this round. And I'm just going to say, I apologize. Question 15 is hard.
If you thought that was tough, wait till you see the back half of this sumbitch. Let's do it.
Okay. This snowboarder won Olympic gold in Vancouver in 2010, then made history 8 years later in Pyeongchang. He became Canada's first 6-time Winter Olympian at those games, and at age 42 was his sport's oldest competitor.
This is one of those things where...
If you know,
No.
you know.
This
snowboarder won Olympic gold in Vancouver in 2010, then made history 8 years later in Pyeongchang. He became Canada's first 6-time Winter Olympian at those games, and at age 42 was his sport's oldest competitor. Imagine snowboarding at age 42.
That's question 15. Where are we going next?
Time to mark the first half. So round one, if you guys didn't guess the theme, it was all the answers were current Blue Jays players. There was a Blue Jays executive in there. So the fictional character, nursery rhyme, that was Little Bo Peep.
See, this is not
Right,
going to work the way we
sorry.
want it. I'll have to do the whole cooking.
Okay. That was Little Bo Peep. Bo as in Bo Bichette.
Question 2.
Question 2, the fad diet. That was the Atkins diet. Click over.
Ross
There's our guy.
Atkins.
There's our guy.
I lost my prescription sunglasses in the car.
Ross. Okay, question number 3. That ruthless 15th century Romanian
You work with
ruler.
Homer Simpson,
that was
sir.
the inspiration behind the character there was obviously Dracula. That's Vlad the Impaler. Vlad Dracula is yes.
You give it to him?
Yep.
Vlad Tepes.
Yep. Yeah.
You don't have to be that kind of person.
No. But that's there. Like he goes by 3 different names.
Right. I'm just saying you don't have to be that.
Well, yeah, that's good. Question 4, the American or the English dog breed that we're looking for. That is a Springer Spaniel.
Oh, see, that's tough. That's tough.
Yep.
Springer,
that's
guys.
it.
Springer.
Springer Spaniel. Look at that cute dog. Okay, question 5, geography, the southwestern France town. That is called Lourdes.
That's a really hard question. Nope.
Shout out to John Gibbons in France.
I'll give you that, Our
Sorry.
Lady of Lords.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Wow. A lot of different answers. That's a really hard question.
It was Lourdes. Okay. We're on to the famous Jays. So the Ottawa-born actor and well-known comedian or Habs fan, that's Jay Baruchel. Click on the thing. There he is. There's our guy.
You know, I like the Canadians, and I I'm not comfortable around. Yeah, that's Jay Baruchel, who I love. I don't know why I'm making fun of.
Okay, the quarterback who recently split with his reality TV star wife, that was Jay Cutler.
Man, Jay Cutler sucks.
Jay Cutler was not good.
I miss Jay Cutler. He was so bad.
Okay. Number 8, that was the celebrity makeup artist. That's Jay Manuel.
I think Miss J counts too, right?
No, that's somebody else.
Right, Miss J was the one who taught him how to walk.
Yeah.
There was 2 different people on the show
I know.
whose main name
you know
was
what?
Jay.
I didn't even realize that
rude.
until now. Next.
That's tough that Miss J is...
Yes. Okay, the
People are
4-time
gonna lose
Olympic
their-
hockey champion. That is Jayna Hefford. Jayna.
Some people are heated that
I thought Jay Bomeister would come
people
up.
are heated that it wasn't Jay Bomeister.
All right, question 10. That the American entertainer who died in a car crash, that's Jane Mansfield. That's Jayane, Mansfield. But if you spelled it Jane, it's fine. I picked Jane Mansfield because it was actually Jay. Okay, question 11.
Jane Mansfield. People are
That's-
going to get Jane
okay.
Mansfield.
The controversial power-hungry figure, that's J. Edgar Hoover. There he is. Okay. Ladies Love is 2-time Grammy Award winner. That's LL Cool J. Ladies Love was a hint because LL stands for Ladies Love.
AKA Todd Smith.
Oh, come on. You were so concerned about this next one. The writer who, published his most famous work in 1951 and then struggled with unwanted attention, that's J.D. Salinger.
Oh, look at this. Everyone knows
yeah.
who J.D. Salinger is.
So yeah, some of these guys, just the initial J is what makes them part of this category. So it's a little tough, but okay. Famous J's next. English singer-songwriter, that's Jessie J. Okay. Oh my God, people got this right. J.C.J. Anderson is that Olympic gold medalist snowboarder who competed at age 42 in Pyeongchang. It is spelt J.C.J. It's Jasey space Jay Anderson.
JCJ.
When I read this question, he was like, I have never heard of that person in my whole life.
I worked at Olympics.
Winter Olympics. He won a gold medal. All right, we're going to start the second half. So this starts exactly as the first half did, with 5 questions of general trivia. There's another theme here, so we're going to get right into it. This category is music. This legendary British rock band had the same song hit the Billboard Top 100 3 times in 3 different decades. It was number 9 in 1976, number 2 in 1992, and number 33 in 2019. So we're looking for the name of the band here. This legendary British rock band had the same song hit the Billboard Top 100 3 times in 3 different decades. Number 9 in 1976, number 2 in 92, and number 33 in 2019.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about those years.
Why would a band have the same song hit the Billboard Top 100 in those years? Okay. Question number 2. We're dealing with animals.
Theme question mark? No. Is there a
theme? There's a theme here. Yep.
Oh, there is a theme to this. That's right. There's a great theme to this category. Sorry.
Okay, these small apes are known for having a friendly demeanor, but they're also prone to loud vocal displays when proclaiming their territorial boundaries, like the strike zone, for example. These small apes are known for having a friendly demeanor, but they're also prone to loud vocal displays when proclaiming their territorial boundaries, like the strike zone, for example.
This one.
This is a clever one. I got a little cute with you guys on this one.
You're always cute, honey.
Oh. Moving on. Question number 3. We're back to fictional characters. This arrogant hunter from a 1991 animated classic was the first conventionally attractive villain ever drawn by Disney. His beauty lived on when Luke Evans played him in the 2017 live-action remake.
Arrogant, but eminently attractive nonetheless.
Some might think he was attractive. I would say his personality would dissuade you from thinking he was attractive.
He has a lot of skills that no one else has. Do you think the theme has become...
I think the theme is pretty evident. 2 and 3. People might be like, number 1? I don't understand. Even though they got the question, right?
Maybe.
Anyway. Moving on. Number 4, sports. Hey, it's a sports question.
You gotta love sports.
Jacques Villeneuve was the last man to give this Formula One racing team a driver's championship in 1997. Another Canadian, Nicholas Latifi of Toronto, drives for them now. Jacques Villeneuve was the last man to give this Formula One racing team a driver's championship in 1997. Another Canadian, Nicholas Latifi, drives for them now. Okay, number 5. This might be tough. This is the performing arts. This Giacomo Puccini opera is a melodramatic piece set in the early 1800s when Rome was threatened by Napoleon's invasion. The work, which contains depictions of torture, murder, and suicide, remains one of the most frequently performed operas to this day. This Giacomo Puccini opera is a melodramatic piece set in the 1800s when Rome was threatened by Napoleon's invasion. The work, which contains depictions of torture, murder, and suicide, remains one of the most frequently performed operas to this day. There's an opera question. When you watch Jeopardy, there's always the f***ing opera question, right? I mean, there's only a select number of people it could be.
What the f*** is the answer to this question?
Names it could be.
Stop swearing.
Okay, are we moving on?
Yes, we are.
Okay, round 5. This is multiple choice.
Just put the letter.
There's 5 questions here about baseball. 5 questions about Blue Jays, the birds, not the team. A group of Blue Jays is referred to as a band, troop, flock, or bazaar.
I don't know this answer. And you
a group
told
of
me.
Blue Jays is referred to as a band, troop, flock, or bazaar?
Again,
Just
A,
put
B, C, or D.
A, B, C, or D.
A, B, C, or D. I have no idea. And we went over this twice.
Well, it's one of them. I'll tell you that.
We went over this at least twice. I have no idea.
So our first question about baseball, the
Baseball
whole
question.
entire
Rejoice.
trivia. How many times has the Lou Marsh Trophy, given annually to the top Canadian athlete of the year, been awarded to a baseball player?
I love the Lou Marsh Trophy.
Is that A, once, B, twice, C, 3 times, or D, 4 times? If you know anything about me at all, you know that I love Canadian baseball. Most of these baseball questions are pretty Canadian baseball related. How many times has the Lou Marsh Trophy been given to a baseball player? Did that happen once, twice, 3 times, or 4 times?
Now, before anyone gets their nerd act in, is it how many times has it been awarded, or how
Yeah.
many different baseball players have won it?
How many times has the actual award been given to a baseball player? Okay, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. What is it? Moving on, back to Blue Jays. What is the average lifespan of a Blue Jay in the wild? Is it A, 5 years,
Don't get sad.
B, 7 years, C, 9 years, or D, 11 years? What is the average lifespan of a Blue Jay in the wild? Is it 5 years, 7 years, 9 years, or 11 years? Back to baseball. Who was the first player in MLB history to cap a 3-homer game with a walk-off grand slam? Was that A, Michael Saunders, B, Joey Votto, C, Carlos Delgado, or D, Vlad Guerrero Sr.? Who was the first player in MLB history, according to Elias Sports anyway, to cap a 3-homer game with a walk-off grand slam?
Walk-off grannies. You love to see those.
Michael Saunders, Joey Votto, Carlos Delgado, or Vlad Guerrero Sr.? Are we ready to move on?
We are.
Okay, back to Blue Jays. A Blue Jay's distinctive blue crest on the top of its head conveys its mood to other birds. When the crest bristles out in different directions, it means the bird is A, excited, B, ready to attack, C, frightened, or D, ready to mate. A Blue Jay's distinctive blue crest on the top of its head conveys its mood to other birds. When the crest bristles out in different directions, like Lourdes Gurriel Jr., it means the bird is excited, ready to attack, frightened, or ready to mate. Back to baseball here. Larry Walker leads all Canadian-born players in career stolen bases with 230. Who is second on that list? Is that A, Jason Bay, B, Terry Poole, C, Tip O'Neill, or D, Russell Martin? Larry Walker leads all Canadian-born players in career stolen bases. Who is second on that list? Is that Jason Bay, Terry Poole, Tip O'Neill, or Russell Martin? Jason Bay was sick as hell. I think we tend to forget about our boy Jason Bay of Trail BC. Okay, back to Blue Jays. Male Blue Jays are, of course, known for their bright blue feathered appearance. What color are female Blue Jays? Are they A, blue, B, purple, C, gray, or D, beige? Have you ever seen a female Blue Jay?
I believe I have.
Male Blue Jays are, of course, known for their bright blue feathers. What color are female Blue Jays? Are they blue, purple, gray, or beige? Back to baseball. The Montreal Expos hosted the first MLB game outside of the U.S. on April 14th, 1969. Which team did they beat that day? A, the Chicago Cubs, B, the New York Mets, C, the St. Louis Cardinals, or D, they didn't win that game. The Expos hosted the first MLB game outside of the U.S. on April 14th, 1969. Which team did they beat that day? Was that the Cubs, the Mets, the Cardinals, or they didn't win that game?
Sneaky of you to put that D. To put they didn't win that game. That's sneaky. That's sneaky.
Is it?
Yes.
Back to Blue Jays. The Blue Jay is the official bird of which Canadian province? Is that A, New Brunswick, B, Newfoundland, C, Prince Edward Island, or D, Ontario? The Blue Jay is the official bird of which Canadian province? New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Prince Edward Island, or Ontario? Last question of the multiple choice. Back to baseball. The nickname Polar Bear is listed on the baseball reference page of which home run derby champion? A. Prince Fielder, B. Justin Morneau, C. Ryan Sandberg, or D. Pete Alonso? The nickname Polar Bear is listed on the baseball reference page of which home run derby champion? Is that Prince Fielder, Justin Morneau, Ryan Sandberg, or Pete Alonso?
Chat is sort of litigating its own conversations on this side.
Yeah.
Right now, it's about baseball in Montreal.
That's fine. That was the last question of the multiple choice. We're on to round 6, which is the photo round. So I'm going to show you a picture of an actor in a role. You're going to tell us the name of the actor and the name of the movie/TV show that the picture is from.
If you remember this Jose Bautista commercial, let us know.
You ready? Here we go. So who is this actor? And what movie/TV show is this? And yeah, there's a theme here also.
There is?
Yeah. Actor number 2. I think a lot of these are easy. This is where we're like, oh, sorry for giving you all the tough questions.
Yes, you do put movie 2. People didn't know that you put movie 2.
Yes.
Way too easy.
Okay. Actor number 3.
Classics.
We recently watched this movie.
We did. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. No, it was like a month ago. Time goes too fast.
Okay, we're moving on. Actor number 4.
Hey, it's her.
It is her.
Man, good luck. No, what movie this is?
No, that's an iconic thing that she's wearing.
News to me.
Iconic look. Who is this actor? Okay.
Sports movie. Jesus.
Actor number 5.
There's a theme to these?
Yes. Who's this?
Oh, right. Is it though?
Yeah.
Right. What a show this is.
If you listen to Sportsfeld through the
This show is still on my
wild
mind.
months
This
of
show
the
is
pandemic.
still on my mind.
actor 6.
Cool.
So we need the actor and movie here.
This guy's handsome. I'll say it. I'll say it.
Actor number 7.
Are you going too fast? I don't think we are.
Are we? I don't think so.
I need to eat more pizza.
Are you guys good with the pace?
I need to get carbohydrates in my body. Let me know when it gets to 30.
Right now. Okay. Actor number 8. Actor and role. We're almost
23
done.
of 25. Home stretch.
Actor number 9.
Is this iconic? Should I know this? Should I know this, or should this be the weirdest image I've ever seen in my life? What in the world is this? Where did you find this? What is the theme? What is this? What is this?
It's somebody.
Do you think this is an easy
This
question?
is a famous person. Absolutely.
Oh man.
This is the last question of the entire night. It's really hard.
This is very harder than that somehow.
He doesn't remember what it is, and he's just okay. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm. These last two, you just took photos from the internet and just put them on. What show is this from? Tell me.
I can't. That's part of the.
I thought I'd get you.
Okay, time to mark the second
Yes,
half.
I know you want me to stop it. I know you do.
Just stop it. So round 4, the theme here was Blue Jays managers throughout history.
Managers.
Okay, so the first question, the legendary rock band that we're looking for, that's Queen. And that comes from Mel Queen, who managed 5 games for the Blue Jays. The Small Apes, known for having a friendly demeanor, but also prone to vocal displays when proclaiming their territorial boundaries. Hilariously, Gibbons.
We love Gibbons.
So the fictional character that we're looking for, that is Gaston.
Cito.
Jacques Villeneuve was the last man to give this Formula One racing team a championship? That is Williams, as in Jimmy Williams. Jimmy Williams was the Blue Jays manager from 1986 to 1989. Okay, the performing arts.
Good.
The Giacomo Puccini opera that we're looking for, that's Tosca. Okay. Blue Jays, the multiple choice. So the group of Blue Jays is referred to as a band. That's A. Okay. Baseball question. How many times has the Lou Marsh Trophy been given to a baseball player? That's 4 times. That was Fergie Jenkins, Larry Walker, and Joey Votto twice.
Off the top of her head, she's not reading cards.
No. Okay, average lifespan of a Blue Jay in the wild. That's B, 7 years. Who was the first player in MLB history to cap a 3-homer game with a walk-off grand slam? That's our boy Joey Votto, Etobicoke's finest. A Blue Jay's distinctive blue crest on the top of his head. When it's bristled out in different directions, it means it's frightened. That was C. Larry Walker leads all Canadian-born players in stolen bases. Second on the list is Terry Poole, Saskatchewan's very own Terry Poole. Male Blue Jays are known for their blue appearance. Female Blue Jays are also blue. Okay, the Expos. Which team did they beat? That was C, the Cardinals. Blue Jays, the official bird of Prince Edward Island. That was C. Polar bear. That's Pete Alonso. Yeah, Pete Alonso, apparently one of his teammates in spring training just said, "You look like a goddamn polar bear." Okay, photo round. The theme here is all of the actors were also Blue Jays players. That's the second one, though.
I know, but I'm racing ahead here.
Okay. So number 1, that is Jonah Hill, like Sean Hill, and the movie is Moneyball.
Aaron Hill.
Oh, sorry. Aaron Hill. Number 2, that's John Candy and Uncle Buck. There's actually 2 Blue Jays that correspond here. There's Candy Maldonado and click it one more time. And our guy.
Buck Martinez.
Okay, actor number 3, that is Seth Green in Can't Hardly Wait. Corresponding Blue Jay is Sean Green. There's Sean Green. We all love Sean Green, didn't we? Number 4, that's Kate Hudson in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
That's an iconic look she has on.
Yeah, the yellow dress, for sure. And the necklace. The Blue Jay that corresponds is Orlando Hudson, obviously.
The O-Dog.
Okay. That is Evangeline Lilly from Lost. And there's Ted Lilly. Actor number 6, that's
Whoopsies.
Whoa! Brendan Fraser in School Ties. And the corresponding Blue Jay is Jason Fraser. Okay, actor number 7, that's Helena Bonham Carter in Fight Club. And there's Joe Carter. There's the picture right there.
Go ahead.
Actor number 8, that's Penelope Cruz in Blow. I made sure to, and yeah, there's Jose Cruz Jr. I made sure to pick a picture where there's cocaine so that you guys would maybe make the connection that it's Blow. Okay, actor number 9, that's Carol Burnett in Annie.
Holy cow.
And obviously there's AJ Burnett.
Holy cow. And finally, tell me who this is.
This one's hard. This girl's name is Natalie Allen Lind, and that show is Big Sky. There's our guy.
That is it. That is our whole kit and caboodle. Thank you all so much for coming along. Do you have anything else we need to do?
I don't think so. That was great. We had fun. We drank some beers. Yeah, and hopefully we'll do more of these trivia nights in the future. So yeah, let us know what you liked about this night, what you didn't like, and we can kind of go from there.
That is it. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you very much for playing Sportsfeld Trivia.